What's up, marketers? Today I'm going to be reacting to your ads, maybe even doing a little bit of a teardown. Now, I have not actually looked and seen any of these ads, so this is going to be a bit of a blind react. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Yeah, so you guys can see right here, I even told you that you could just send me a random brands ad. It doesn't have to be your ads, but I think a lot of you actually did send me your ads, which is kind of cool. First one up from Kashal. Now this is just sending me right to a store. Ellipse store. Okay, so this is looking like super high-end, like photography, videography, and I'm just assuming that this is a lot of like DPA, like dynamic product ads or DABA. You know, the problem with an ad like this, I'd say, is that it just doesn't look real. Like, it's not user-generated content, and the filter on it is kind of off, so that it just really, like, if I was scrolling through my feed, like, this is something I'd be completely blinded to because it just jumped out at me as a total ad. So I would recommend that you get some user-generated content, especially some newer images and even some newer videos, because I think things like this, especially if you're trying to sell to an American audience, people are gonna scroll right by that. Ah, and see, you have one right here. Perfect. That's exactly what I think is gonna work for a brand like this. Ah, yeah, see, you already got it. Now what's gonna be hilarious is this person's gonna hit me up and tell me that this ad always crushes. And I wonder if it's because it's beginning with the put your name on it. So it's calling right out that it's customizable, whereas some of these other ones right here are talking about it being a perfect gift, goes with the outfit, customizable, get it in any name. You might just have to like split test those a little bit. Perfect for gifting. Yeah, that's cute. I like that. It reminds me of the Carrie Bradshaw necklace. Lots of DPA here. Yeah, I mean, if it works, right? Let's go ahead and go to the next one. Chandler says literally anything from this account. Okay. Promoted tweets, advertised tweets. Sometimes the advertisements on Twitter are wild. Like, what is this thing promoting? Plant both souls into the exciting world of beautiful feet. Eek. What about another one? Not commenting on that one. I'm gonna get demonetized if I even post that one, so I'm not gonna post that one. Okay, I'm always down for a gut your mom joke. Thanks, Chandler. So Charlie has sent one that apparently has spent $1.7 million on this single ad. So I'm really excited to take a look at this one. And he's even sent the receipt. Charlie, you're always bringing the heat. I love that. The life-changing bra. You know, the first thing I look at as a woman who wears bras is this thing looks super comfortable. And now I'm looking at the copy, and I feel like that's what happens with a lot of your users. First, they're looking at the actual ad asset, and then if they're intrigued, they go up to then look at the ad copy. I have laughed at all the commercials saying the bra was comfortable. That's a rave review. That's great. So what this ad is doing a few things right. Number one, I think that the hook on this is immediately interesting. I feel like a lot of these bra companies obviously show the bra like front and center, but this one is showing the back of the bra, which is super compelling. And it kind of actually allows you to see a little bit inside and also see how it's built a lot differently than other normal bras. So this is a really good point that, you know, sometimes think of a weirder or maybe non-traditional angle that you can take with some of your products, because this one I definitely would have not done initially, which I think is really cool. And the copy here really does help. The life-changing bra, but I'm gonna be honest, like, I see that kind of copy all the time, but I think it's really, you know, highlighting the core benefit of the product, and it's, you know, going through a few different images, and yeah, it looks comfortable as hell, I'm not gonna lie. Also, all that social proof does not hurt at all. We have about just under 2,000 shares and 14K likes. Now, this is something that a lot of brands don't think about, but immediately I am scrolling to looking at the comments on this ad, and immediately this comment is calling out exactly how comfortable and how fast the shipping is. Guys, if you can get someone to comment about how fast the shipping is and to corroborate your story in the actual ad unit, that is going to be a winning ad. Wow, and that's cool. So this company also ships everything and ships extenders. Huh, Charlie, way to go. I can see why this one's working. Courtney Alexander sent me, would love to hear your thoughts on this one. All right, let's take a look. Two Hounds design. Oh, we have a little bit of an Instagram story, UGC. Just a few training sessions with the Freedom No Pull harness and you could have a pull-free walk too. Now, as someone who actually just recently babysat a dog that pulled a lot, this is immediately jumping out to me because it speaks to a real problem that I had a lot. And I think that if I was a dog owner and I was actually the owner of this very cute dog right here, this is something that I'd immediately be like, wait, what? Yeah, and this is so simple, right? It's just like POV style. Yeah, I often see things like this work really well. This kind of ad asset is dead simple to shoot. And the copy that's in the actual ad unit speaks directly to the pain point. Like I said, I was babysitting a dog that did this nonstop. If I would have gotten targeted with this and I was the actual dog owner, that's something that I probably would have immediately bought. It's not magic, but it could be. With a little training, the Freedom Harness has done wonders for me. Interesting. And now after like looking at it a little bit, I'm also trying to see how this harness is a little different, and I can see the bright colors too. That definitely helps. I think something that could potentially help this ad asset though is getting a bit more of a close-up on the actual harness. So taking this clip, and especially if that hook is working really well, then right after 1-2 seconds after you get that initial hook, then doing a zoom up closer on the actual harness, and even having someone like run their hands through it and show it up close on the dog. I think that could be really cool, because that's really like the question I have, like, wait, how is it different? Okay, now I have one from Jack. Handmade Heroes, focusing on self-care and glowing skin. The ultimate snow shroom hyaluronic acid serum. I'm confused by the term snow shroom. Maybe that's interesting though for some people. Let's go ahead and play. Now, immediately something that I'm gonna call out is the thumbnail is very traditionally like product hero and then some text overlay. But when the ad asset actually plays, we're gonna have a close-up of the product applicator on one side and more of the UGC like product usage video on the other side. I would definitely be careful in split testing that, making sure that you're split testing your thumbnails here, because that could have a big differentiator in performance. How to get ultra soft skin. Your serum should be ultra hydrating. But just what is snow shroom? Like, is it a mushroom? Is it snow? I mean, overall, this is like a really standard UGC ad for me. I'm gonna be honest. When I saw Handmade Heroes and it was a serum, I thought it was like a sexual wellness product. I'm probably not the only one. And just gonna emphasize that like snow shroom is really confusing to me. And like, that could be a good thing, right? If you are, you know, differentiating yourself. Like, confusion is a tactic to stay top of mind. And it is a way to get people to be like, wait, what do they mean by snow shroom? I don't know. I am getting like a little hung up on this. I assume it's not working super well because there's not really great engagement on it. And it might be because people are a little confused. Next, Maurice. Our first UGC, made it with my roommate. Feel free to review in your video. Oh no. I just know what my first UGC videos looked like, so I'll go easy on you. Ooh, Outweigh socks. Well, number one, immediately like that you're using native text overlay. Awesome job. And I have seen a lot of times that like packages at the door or whatever do work really well as a hook. So you're already not doing a bad job. Those are actually kind of cool socks, to be honest. I bet my boyfriend would like those. that right there, I actually think would be an amazing hook, like your feet wiggling like that. Like, I do think that you're doing a good job of testing the packaging at the door, but I actually think it takes way too long to actually see that it's socks, because again, like, some people are not going to be listening with the sound on, and there's just not enough contrast going on visually. So I would try swapping around a lot of the imagery here, especially for the hook. Your roommate's smile right here is the epitome of all dudes being like, I am doing this for a friend or for a significant other. Also, I know Savannah mentioned this in our last podcast. Yes, Savannah and I started a podcast. Be sure to check it out. We are doing an awesome episode this week, actually, that you guys need to check out. But the hook TikTok made me buy it really does work. So, you know, do that here if you haven't yet. Okay, sweet. And that's it. Thank you so much for hitting me up, especially today is a holiday. And I know that not many of you are on Twitter. So thank you so much for playing this little game with me. If you guys are interested in me doing more things like this, I'd actually love to do more content like this. I have been really trying to figure out how to diversify the content that I'm doing for you guys and trying to change it up a little bit. So I want to do more interactive things like this moving forward. So thank you so much. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.